Now the RNC, the Republicans are launching their Bank Your Vote campaign. They're pushing for Republicans to vote as early as possible in 2024. Ronna McDaniel, the chair of the RNC, joins me right now. Ronna, good to see you. So it looks like you're taking a page from the Democrats' book from 2020, right?
Well, we've been doing this for a long time in states like Florida and Ohio and Iowa, but there are states that are changing their laws post-2020. Pennsylvania is a great example. So we have to get into these states and change the culture and educate voters on the importance of banking the vote. And, you know, I say this, you don't wait till the fourth quarter to put points on the board when you have 4 quarters, right? You don't want to do it the last quarter of the game. And so this is what we have to do as Republicans. If there's 50 days available of voting, we've got to bank the vote early. And a big part of that is knowing that Republicans are going to protect the vote. We're going to have extensive poll watchers and poll workers and lawyers on the ground to make sure that your vote is protected through that whole time frame.
Are you looking primarily at the Senate right now in terms of, I mean, we'll talk about presidential in a second, but there are all kinds of advantages that Republicans have going into 2024 in the Senate. Do you think you can take it over?
I do. I think we have an exceptional map. We have the Democrats have 21 seats up. Right. Republicans only have 7. It's the exact opposite of 2022, actually. This is our best map to take back the Senate with states like West Virginia, Ohio, Montana, Nevada, Pennsylvania.
By the way, is Joe Manchin, you mentioned West Virginia, I got to jump in. Is Joe Manchin in danger?
Joe Manchin's absolutely in danger. Taking that vote on the tax, the Inflation Reduction Act, which of course was the Green New Deal, which hurt people in West Virginia, hurts him in that race. And you've got candidates like Jim Justice, the governor of West Virginia, entering that race, who's incredibly popular. We're going to win that seat. He's
way ahead. All right. I want you to look at a New York Times headline. I usually don't look at New York Times headlines, but this one struck me. Robert Kennedy Jr. with Musk pushes right-wing ideas and misinformation. Now, I got to tell you, it's rich that the New York Times, that was pushing all kinds of misinformation on the pandemic, on Hunter's laptop, not to mention the Russian hoax, is calling out others on misinformation. But some Republicans, like even our own Greg Gutfeld, says he might change parties or at least vote Democrat in the primaries just to vote for RFK. Watch this.
I can't believe how much I like this person because I never could stand the Kennedys, but I might have to switch my party just so I could vote for him in the primary, because I honestly do think he is a serious breath of fresh air.
So RFK could get a lot of Republicans, a lot of independents. Who scares you more to run against, Biden or RFK Jr.?
Oh, I think Biden has a machine behind him. I mean, they're just going to hide him in the basement, right, and run out the machine. And he'll have so much
Sometimes
so much
machines
money and so
lose.
many
Look at Donald Trump in 2016.
Yeah, this is the New York Times trying to downplay RFK because they know how weak Biden is. I mean, this is what they're doing. They're trying to say, oh, he's like a Republican, to try and make sure Democrats don't vote for him, because this is what they're doing to protect the weakest president with very low unapproval, who's changed the whole primary calendar, who's not going to debate because he's so unpopular. Even his own party doesn't want him. So the New York Times is doing Biden a favor with that article. I'm not worried about running against either of them. I think Republicans are going to have the right candidate. We're going to win the White House.
But it's a very different strategy running against Biden, who represents the far left of the Democratic Party, or running against RFK Jr. Could you switch depending on who is the final contender?
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be RFK Jr. It's going to be Biden, and we're preparing for that. And let's make sure we beat him, and that's why you've got to go to bankyourvote.com.
I'm getting a wrap, but I got to ask quickly, is Trump going to be joining the debaters in August?
I think he's going to debate. That's what I think. I think everyone should debate. Let's take him on. Let's take on Biden.
Well, they should, but you think he will? Do you have any inside information for that?
I'm going to say I think he will, but, you know, it's going to be up to him, but I think he will. I think we'll have everybody on the debate stage, and let's make sure we're beating Biden. That's the focus.
Ronna McDaniel, great to see you, Ronna. Thank you very much.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Thanks for having me.